When you picture the city of Vancouver, you see big buildings, right? These big high-rises consume the city. You may see them everywhere. But have you ever wondered just how much work it takes to build one? Today, I put myself in my dad's shoes. I was a vice president of construction at West Group Construction Company, and I learned just how much thought, people, and work it takes to create these buildings. My dad starts off his day by waking up at 7 a.m. and driving 45 minutes to the office. He checks into his office, and then it's back in the car and off to one of the sites he is working on. We went to the presentation center for River District Homes, a project my dad is developing. We saw lots of mini models of what the building is going to look like when it is done. Then, we were taken into a display home of what the inside of each individual condo is going to look like. The display room was very well decorated, down to every detail. They even had sheets in the washing machine and clothes in the closets. We were then taken to the lot, where we saw many people and machines working to make the vision a reality. My dad then drives back to the office and sits in an hour-long meeting about concrete. This meeting really opened my eyes. These high-rises require so much work. Every single detail has to be perfect in order to develop a perfect building, even down to which concrete they use. Now, it's time to hear from my dad.
My name is Johnny McIntosh. I work at a company called West Group, who is a real estate developer who builds mostly high-rise buildings, and I am the VP of construction, so I manage the construction team who builds the buildings.
Okay. And what does your average workday look like?
In an average day, most of my time is spent meeting with people that I work with or other people in the company, and the other half doing administrative stuff like reviewing budgets, schedules, sending emails, and other stuff like that.
What do you think is the best and worst part about your job?
The best part about my job is I get to build cool buildings. At the end of a project, you get to see the result of your work, which is really cool. And the buildings obviously last forever, so there's always projects I've worked on, you can drive by and you can see them. The hardest part about my job is sometimes there's lots of conflict in construction, so dealing with people who are upset or having to get upset at other people, which is not fun.
This day really helped me realize things that I value for my future career. In this interview, my dad talks about how half of his career is interacting with people, and the other half he spends in his office sending emails. I have come to the conclusion that for my future career, I want to have a job where I work with people. I've also come to the conclusion that I want a job where I go places and get out into real life. I don't want to have to spend half of my job in an office sending emails.